If you're wondering what this is all about, it's simple. The more you can get a cricket ball to do, the more chance you have as a bowler of getting a batsman or woman out. In South Africa, the ball was doing nothing and the batsmen were looking largely untroubled by the Australian bowling attack. So, solution, cheat. Alter the ball to get swing. How do you get swing without cheating? Well, we asked New Zealand's all-time leading Test wicket taker, Sir Richard Hadlee.
A great technique certainly helps, particularly the ball release. The new ball's going to swing automatically anyway, you would expect that. But as the ball gets a bit older, it does require a bit of work on it. And you can use natural things on your body like saliva or sweat, and you can rub that into the ball to try and buff it up and keep the shine on it. And you only shine one side of the ball, by the way. You don't shine both sides. But it's well known, of course, with reverse swing that once the ball gets to 35, 40 overs, you can get it to reverse, and that is having a rough side of the ball. So some players these days will try and rough that side of the ball up by various means, and you do see umpires from time to time when they watch fielders trying to bounce the ball in from the outfield to the wicketkeeper and it hits the rough part of the pitch. That will rough up the ball. But of course, in the old days, there was some old techniques that we used, like sandpaper and bottle tops and all sorts of things to rough it up, which is totally illegal. But as a new ball bowler and bowling with the older ball, I wanted a ball that was looked after so that it would do things for me. But of course, it didn't happen all the time.
So this is a simple matter of aerodynamics. If one side is shiny and smooth and the other side is rough and has little bits of leather sticking out, that side will travel slowly, relatively speaking. We're talking a bit of a second slower in its journey down the pitch, and therefore the ball will swing.
Yeah, particularly the older ball, if it's roughed up on one side. So if you're trying to bowl the outswinger, normally you'd have the shiny side of the ball on the right-hand side or the outside of the ball. But as that ball gets older and the rough side starts to develop, you can still hold it like an outswinger, but it will reverse and end up coming into the batsman as an in-swinger. But it's well known that Chris Pringle, when in Pakistan, he used a bottle top to scratch and rough up the side of the ball. Actually got 7 wickets in that innings, and he admitted to doing it. It's very well known as an example, but there are many other things that have gone on in the game. The bottle tops, using your fingernails, the sandpaper. Sometimes people will put sandpaper down their trousers and with the rough edge or the rough side of the paper sort of exposed, and you see some bowlers or particularly fielders who are responsible to look after the ball really rubbing hard around their groin area where the sandpaper was, again trying to rough it up. Now, these people you eventually get caught, and we have seen this incident, of course, in South Africa, and of course it's our friendly neighbours, isn't it, that have been exposed. But at the end of the day, the process, the governing bodies, both the ICC and the Cricket Australia, will take care of that, and then we'll all get on with the game.
Sir Richard Hadlee, New Zealand's all-time leading Test wicket taker.